I'm Dr. Hotze, and I'm with two of our guests, Georgia Strong, who has Georgia Strong Real Estate Company here in Katy, and she's on that for the last 13 years, and her daughter, Natalie Whiteside, who works with her in the real estate business. They've been guests of ours for years. Georgia was the first one to come in, and Georgia, tell us, how did you know about us, and what were the symptoms that made you decide to come in?
Well, Dr. Hotze, I've known about you for a number of years, and I actually met you originally at a networking event and heard your heart and just knew that it was something that, more people needed to know about, and I knew that it was something that, as a woman that was aging, that I would be interested in coming in. I got very interested after I had an episode of high blood pressure, 3 days in the hospital, $30,000 later, and
Wow.
all they did was say, we don't know what caused it, but here's 2 cardiac meds. You'll probably be on them the rest of your life, and that wasn't acceptable to me. So that's what triggered it. I knew that I had to go find out what was going on.
And you came in, who did you see when you came in?
I saw Debbie.
Right. And so Debbie Yannick is one of our providers, and so what did she end up recommending?
Well, we had to get my system back in order. It really was not an issue of high blood pressure. That was a
So
manifestation.
you're not on any blood pressure medication?
No, sir.
And your blood pressure is what, normal?
My blood pressure is very normal, and I asked her what that was one of my goals, because when you come in, they always want to know what your goals are, and one of my goals was to not be on any cardiac medication.
And what we find is that a vast majority of people have high blood pressure because they're low in magnesium. I'm sure she puts you on magnesium.
Absolutely.
And that's a godsend, and it will help lower your pressure. Normally, it's inexpensive. With a little diet, little exercise, magnesium, normally we can get, 80 to 90% of people with blood pressure problems and get them off their medication, which is great.
Yes, sir.
And so, did you lose any weight?
I did. I lost a little over 30 pounds.
Wow.
And that
You
was
look
just
great.
eating right.
Yeah.
That was eating right and beginning to think about exercising.
Good. And I guess did you put you on any thyroid or female
She
hormones
did.
and all that?
She did put me on a small dose of a female hormone, and then the thyroid, of course.
So put you on some progesterone, a little bias, a little thyroid. And so you've done well.
I feel better than I've felt in a very, very long time.
And because you felt well, how many children do you have now?
I have 6 children and 13 grandchildren.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Golly. Mighty good looking grandmama right there, I'll tell you what. And this is your daughter, Natalie, and so you encouraged Natalie to come in there. Now, what was going on with you, Natalie? You've got how many kids?
I've got 3 kids,
Okay.
all teenagers now. So
That'll give anybody
yeah.
run for their money, huh?
So about a year ago, after my mom had come in, and I had some very stressful things going on in my life, and she was, just noticing that how good she felt, and we were all seeing how good she felt, and realizing that, for being just 40, I feel a lot older than I really am, and was having trouble with some energy, and I didn't know my blood pressure was high till I got here, though, actually. And but so I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to come in and just see maybe how good I can feel. And so I did. I came in. I met with Angelica, and turns out my blood pressure was really, really high, stroke level, very high. And so they did some blood work and all the routine testing, and put me on some thyroid medication, and we did a lot of magnesium, a whole lot of magnesium to help with my blood pressure, which once I got on the magnesium, within 2 or 3 days, my blood pressure was down and normal. Turns out my body was a little bit septic on its own. I had some other issues that needed to be worked out, but the magnesium also helped with that. And so after several months, I came back, I think 3 or 4 months later, and had some more blood work just to check up.
Right.
And my parathyroid hormone was high, and my vitamin D was off as well, and so that triggered some concerns. And so it turns out that I had 2 tumors on the back of my parathyroid. So I went to Florida in February and had those removed. And
We referred you over to
you
Dr.
did,
Norman.
yes, you referred me to Dr. Norman in Florida, and he took care of that for me, and came back and have had some blood work done. Everything seems to be fine. I feel great. I have lots of energy. My blood pressure is normal. The rest of the other things going on with my body have worked themselves out, so I'm feeling very good. I feel better than I have in a long time, so it's great.
And have you lost any weight?
I've lost about 35 pounds.
Wow. These ladies look fabulous. If they feel half as good as they look, they feel like $1 million, I guarantee you that. Well, I'm so proud of you, and what I'm proud about is that you took charge of your own health. And that's what's really important, and we look for people that want to take charge of their health and aren't depending upon the government or some insurance company that think they're going to make you better. You're going to have to take charge of your health, and you two did. So kudos to you and congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
thank you for giving us the privilege of serving you.
Thank you for
very
being
much.
here.
Yes.
Thank you for
Now,
being here.
if you would like to look and feel as good as as these two ladies do, then give us a call. Thanks.